Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Maverick Gill. Welcome to our subscribers and to any new viewers or returning viewers, and maybe you might consider subscribing if this is something for you, and then you won't miss out on any of the content we've coming up over the next couple of months, and there is quite a lot as well. But I have just got back off the Regal Princess British Isles 2-week cruise around the British and Irish Isles, including a little stop in Le Havre, France for Paris as well. Now, on day 4 from my room on the ship, I gave my initial thoughts on the cruise, but I did say that at the end of the cruise, I would put a full review up. So here it is. Have things changed from day 4? Did it get better? Did it get worse? Well, let's find out. Good morning. The time has arrived and we are heading down to Southampton. And the great news is I've got the car back for this cruise, so we've actually managed to pack a fair bit in. So that's been a bit easier. Let's see if we've got anybody in the car. Anybody in? Everybody in?
Hello.
We ready to go?
Yeah.
We are. Right, so we're heading down to Southampton now, but we're going to stop off at Milton Keynes on the way, where we are seeing Grease the musical tonight. So you might be able to check a bit of that out on the vlogs as well. And then the day after, we head down to Southampton Airport, where we're staying at Premier Inn. And then it's cruise time on Wednesday. I can't wait. I'll see you soon. Get some petrol.
We're off.
Let's go and find some petrol. We're leaving the building site behind and we're heading off around the British Isles on Princess Cruises.
Woohoo!
Regal Princess, here we go. So we journeyed down from the middle of England in the United Kingdom in Lincolnshire, and we stopped off on the way at Milton Keynes actually to go and see Grease the musical a couple of nights before, and then the next day we headed on down to Southampton, where we stayed at the Premier Inn, Southampton Airport. And what can I say? It was a value hotel, reasonably priced, had a little bar there. There was some food there. The area around it was kind of just okay. There's nothing much at Southampton Airport, it has to be said. A Costa coffee and a vending machine and a very small and not very highly rated cafe as well, but it did what we needed the night before, and in the morning it's just 5 miles from the airport, so we drove in to Southampton, which took us about, with the roadworks network in Southampton, still took us about 15-16 minutes to get down to the port, where we were booked in to park with CPS. Cruise parking services, which we do quite a lot. It's a valet service that we use, so we drive in and they take the car off us, we take our bags, and that's it. It's really simple. So if you're driving to the airport, then this is one of the really easy ways to actually do it. My daughter was also on this ship. She stayed at the Chilworth Manor Hotel and they provided a taxi. This is also about 5 miles from the port itself. She really likes it there, and they actually include parking for 2 weeks as well. She will not like me putting this on this video because I think it's their kind of little secret, she thinks. But anyway, it's a great place to stay, swimming pool, a few facilities there, and they include your parking and also taxi to the port and a taxi back again. Now we left the car, put our bags in, so you walk over from the parking about 2 minutes with your bags on a trolley and you hand them over to the ship, and then you are through to the embarkation area. And this is where things got off to a really good start for us. Actually, we were straight up, checked in about 5 minutes, and 5 minutes later we were on the ship by 11 a.m. I was in the buffet just after 11 a.m. Fantastic. Can't say anything less than 10 out of 10 for the embarkation service. So well done, Princess Cruises. It got us off to an absolute flying start. Food is probably one of the most important factors to a lot of cruises, particularly as it is predominantly an all-inclusive experience. And in terms of the all-inclusive options, the buffet was a real highlight for me. So this was back to what I would call pre-COVID levels on Princess, where if you wanted to, you could actually eat in the buffet all the time and you would have a reasonably good experience. The quality of the food was good, found the variety good. There was something for everybody, from sandwich station. At lunchtime we could make your own sandwich, to a taco bar as well, where you could make your tacos. That was on pretty much every day at lunchtime. There were different carving meats. There was pasta station. There was a pancake station. There was an Asian night where they would make up the bowls for you. You choose your meats, your sauces, teriyaki, something like that, and they do all of that for you. It was really good, which meant we actually only ate in main dining probably 6 of the 12 nights, because we did the other 6 in the buffet. So that was great. Very nice. You enjoying your breakfast, dear?
Yes, I am.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning.
Couldn't eat without these guys. Look at that. The omelette station. Hello, this is where you get the omelettes.
Yes, sir.
What have we got? Look.
Omelette.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, I've already eaten. They do great omelettes here.
Do you want to finish your beans or do you want to get your food?
Also, in terms of casual dining, was the Trident Grill. Everything cooked fresh here, so hot dogs, beef burgers, chicken burgers, it was all done freshly for you, and they would give you a little buzzer so you could go and sit in your sunbed, sit on the table, and that would go off when your food was ready. That was fantastic. Kids in particular loved that, but great for casual eating. And the pizza counter as well. I cannot tell you how many slices of pizza my youngest son had. The pizza I didn't have quite as many, but the pizza was really tasty, really good. Couldn't fault that either. And there was also Swirl's ice cream bar, so you could get unlimited ice cream on the top deck, up on the Lido, whenever you wanted it. So it was either in a cone or in a cup. There were sauces to put on top. It was predominantly chocolate and vanilla, mixed or on its own. So that was great too. So casual dining, excellent. And in addition, of course, the 24-hour international cafe down in the atrium, which did cakes, it did pies, it did sandwiches, open 24 hours a day. That was really good, and it was all serviced with a smile generally as well. Now, in terms of main dining included, there were 3 main dining rooms. There were the Concerto, the Symphony, both very similar, and then the Allegro, which is kind of slightly hidden in terms of where it is on the ship. You've got to do a little bit of up and down to get there. And that was slightly different. It gave me a bit more of a feeling of kind of 1920s, I don't know, Chicago kind of Al Capone era, and a wonderful circular table in the middle as well for special dining. We ate in all 3 of the main dining restaurants, and the food was very good. The service was excellent. We had a beautiful table in the window the times we were in there, and again, I couldn't really fault it at all. The food was very solid, some lovely options, and we enjoyed that very much. Quality good, service was excellent for us, and really friendly as well. There was a reasonable amount of additional dining options on the ship, from Alfredo's, which is now an additional charged restaurant. It used to be included until the last year. Alfredo's is predominantly pizza with 1 or 2 pasta dishes. It's a really nice place to sit, lower down on the ship, and there's a small additional charge for using that at the moment. There's also a Sabatini's Trattoria, Italian food, and the Crown Grill with some more traditional food, where surcharge can be as much as $40 a person, so a little bit pricier there. And then there was the it's a little bit like a pop-up in some ways, but it's the Ocean Terrace Seafood Bar, and I used this one. Check this out. going in? Along similar lines, there is the Crab Shack. Now, this is part of the main buffet area that is set up for the Crab Shack. Have a look at the video here, but the food to me looked really good. We didn't eat in the Crab Shack. I know some people who did. Talked to them about it, and they all really liked it, and it seemed very popular. So also predominantly, of course, seafood at the Crab Shack. And if you're really wanting to push the boat out, there is also a kind of private dining experience called the Chef's Lumiere. So ask on board the ship for this one. This is a fine dining experience with numerous courses and drinks tasting as well. So all in all, for a mid-sized ship, there were pretty reasonable variety of food options on board. All the ones we tried, which was most of them, were very good. And I'll come to service now. The service on the ship completely made this cruise for me. It was outstanding from day one. All the staff that I dealt with were super friendly. The main dining, they were excellent. When we had to use guest services, which in our experience sometimes has been a little bit variable, was very good on this ship. Took care of any issues we had with no questions asked at all. Just did it for us. Super. When I had a problem with my Wi-Fi, which for a vlogger is really not a good thing on a cruise ship, the lady on the ocean front desk where they deal with all the technology issues and the medallion app issues, she was great and sorted it out in 5 minutes. As you'll see, we ended up at the future cruise desk where she was so friendly and helpful. Well, we're on another cruise in 4 weeks now because of that lady Birgitta. Shout out to you. It was really nice to deal with you. Really enjoyed. At breakfast there would be water or juice on the table, a cup of coffee, virtually before we'd got into our seats. Very attentive, very friendly. I had some lovely conversations with people from all around the world, predominantly Philippine staff that we came across, but there were people from many other places as well, who all made the experience fantastic. For me, the pastry corner was a highlight of my day with Francisco, the Cisco kid as I called him, who made all the lovely pastries and was so welcoming and smiley whenever you went in there. It made you want to go back and get more cakes, which was really not a good thing. Oh, brilliant. Are they still here? Look at those.
Hello.
The Cisco kid.
Good morning.
Francisco.
Welcome to
The legend of the pastry shop.
pastry shop.
And does amazing cream.
I'm preparing a gluten-free cake now.
Oh, it's gluten-free?
Yeah. Those two on that side are sugar-free.
That's sugar. These are sugar-free. They do a lot of sugar-free and gluten-free. Here?
That one is a kaki, and then the other one is coconut, and then this one is a raspberry chocolate. Shout out to my wife and family. Hoping you take care.
Where's the donuts? That's what I want to know.
I think they picked it out already. Ask that.
They go quickly. Well, I'm off to the International Cafe.
I remember you.
Enjoyable. So yeah, service, I can't speak highly enough. The leadership on the ship must be good to create such a culture among the staff as we found. Now, the entertainment is also a key part of the onboard experience, particularly when you're not off on those fantastic port days seeing the world, and this was pretty good overall. So the theatre had a number of shows. There was a very good comedy hypnotist, David Knight, who was very funny. That was really quite enjoyable.
I like it. Let's go big, let's go fast. You can play the piano.
To watch. Not sure I'd want to partake. My hand was firmly down by my side when he was asking for volunteers, although I did try and encourage my daughter's boyfriend up there. But yeah, it was He was very good. There was a comedy magician who'd been on America's Got Talent. He was also very entertaining. There were singers. There was a couple of Beatles impressionists who seemed to bring the house down, actually. And as well as playing in the theatre, they played in the piazza as well. And I've never seen it so packed. So people certainly seemed to enjoy that. I'm not sure if they actually thought it was the Beatles. There were so many people there, but that went down very well. The first production show, I must admit, was a little bit unsure about. It was postponed. The visuals were fantastic. There was also an amazing female singer, but she didn't really sing until the final 5 minutes, disappointingly, but she was fantastic. A couple of great dancers, but the show didn't quite really gel together for us. But I think, and quite a few people seem to think that as well. So a bit variable with that one. Second production show went down a lot better. So lots on in the theatre. If you're into trivia, like my daughter's partner is, then Princess Live is the place for you. There were a lot of trivia quiz type shows going on in there. We did 1 or 2 of those, and we found them quite enjoyable. We're not big trivia fans ourselves, but we found the shows quite entertaining. You, the Judge, was one we particularly liked. They also had The Voice, the Ocean, which packed out the theatre. So this is where you as a passenger can take part in the famous Voice show. There are auditions earlier in the cruise, and then the people perform on the, in this case it was an afternoon show, and that went down really well. We also played Deal or No Deal. I was really disappointed that I didn't get one of the 2 places on the stage this time, because that would have been fun. I could be going on the stage in a minute, or I could be winning a big prize. Watch this space. Deal or no deal. But you're able to play along with a card for $25 for a sheet, and if you match answers, you can potentially win a cruise. We saw somebody win $1,000 on the stage as well. That was about an hour long. That was fun. So it gives you an idea of some of the variety. There's the usual kind of dance classes they have as well, line dancing. There's other quizzes around the ship. So there's lots of things going on for you. There's a library as well. A lot of ships have got rid of the library. I love the traditional library, and you can get your board games from there, from Scrabble, Monopoly, Ludo, and cards, chess, backgammon, that kind of thing, and also some books that you can borrow as well. I know on a lot of ships now they've changed the library to a dining experience, I guess probably from a profitability experience, but I love the tradition of the library. First ship we ever went on, the Aurora, 15 years ago, had a library, and it was just nice and quaint, you know. So I guess a little bit old-fashioned traditional cruiser in me there. So there's lots going on around the ship. Now what? Oh! Do I get another go?
No.
Take 2. Right, come on. Listen in. Come on, Princess, don't let me down. Take 3. Take 4. It's not funny. Right. Take those things. Grab those. Right, okay, here we go.
We need a duck. We need a cruise duck. Right, line it up, line it up.
Yes!
Hang on. Right, go and pick it up.
Woo! Where's the hole? Where's the hole?
Show me the duck, show us the duck.
And now I found the cruise director, Jason, the relatively young cruise director, to be excellent on this particular cruise. I think he's been on the Regal a reasonable amount of time. but he was really good and very personable. He could have easily been on a TV channel, on mainstream TV. He was very good. Everything went very smoothly with him. He was very, very professional. And actually, I saw him around the ship a lot, which is also a good sign. In terms of other entertainment in the kind of sport and leisure area, there are numerous swimming pools, including an adult pool at the sanctuary, which is free to use. It's right next door to the retreat, which is not free to use, but the actual adult pool area and sunbeds around it in the sanctuary, you can use. I think I've got that the right way around, but in the other part of it, you pay to get in per person per day. So you can go to an adult only area, and that was very nice if you wanted to swim a bit quieter. The main pool was a decent size, never too crowded. I guess because on the British Isles cruise there's a lot of port days and people getting on and off, but even on a sea day it didn't feel crazily busy. There was room to swim, that's for sure, and there was a plunge pool size pool there as well, which was great for the younger children. There's also a small terrace pool at the back of the ship, which was good too. And then if you head up a little bit higher, there you could play pickleball on the sports deck, or badminton. Kids played football or soccer, as some people around the world call it. And they also played basketball. There was a lot of basketball, being about 80% Americans on the ship. Basketball was very popular up there. And also there was a mini golf area for putting, where they had some games you could join in as well on most days, and a golf net too. So loads of additional kind of sport and leisure facilities. A traditional shuffleboard, of course, too. Kids clubs. Now, if you're traveling with children, as we were, we had as well as my older daughter who was with us on this cruise with her partner, and my 12-year-old and my 14-year-old, and they both went to the kids club, which they both thoroughly enjoyed. They were very good facilities. They had some carnival games in there. I think there was a ice hockey, maybe table football, that kind of thing. Lots of stuff going on. Generally it was in the evenings or on a sea day, and on those days and evenings didn't really see the kids very much apart from dinner, because they were off making lots of friends, having lots of fun. Great educationally for them. They saw people from all around the world and they make friends which they keep after the cruise, which is great. The staff in there, they said, were very, very good. There wasn't as many organised activities as I've seen on other ships that we've been on, but it was a very good environment. It felt like a safe environment. It was very friendly. Say they absolutely loved it, which is a good sign for us. And on the final night there were a few tears from the daughter as she waved goodbye to her friends. Now, disembarkation was also super efficient, just like embarkation for us. So a few days before, you can choose a particular time frame that you want to get off the ship, or if you want to self-disembark with your bags. Not one for me, that's for sure. You can do that too. But if otherwise, you put your bags outside the cabin the night before, they're taken off for you and you walk off with your hand luggage the next day during your time slot. We went down to the Allegro, had breakfast in the dining room there, which was a really nice way just to end the cruise, and then we were able just to walk off in our allotted time. There is if you're a platinum or a suite guest or an elite, there is an area you can go to, like the Vista Lounge. Otherwise you go to a waiting area, or if like we did, we literally just ate and then were able to walk off the ship within our allotted time. We were then, after a little windy walk, which is not what you want after the cruise, but it's only about 5-6 minutes down the ramps, you get into the luggage area. It was very well organised. Found our luggage in a few minutes, lots of trolleys, wheeled them off, and then we were outside. And if, like in our case, you were using the cruise parking, it's a couple of minutes walk where your car is waiting for you and you pick up the keys. Or if you're waiting for a transfer, the buses are there, or there can be a taxi waiting for you right outside there as well. Really well organised and really easy at this port to get on to your next venue. So yeah, it was a great way to end the holiday, that we were able to get off so easily, although we were tempted to hide and stay on the ship, because as you can probably see from this review, we had a pretty good time. Now, I mentioned the future cruise department, and yes, we did make the mistake of walking past the desk while it was empty, and this happened.
Carib 253,
We're booking another cruise.
Carib 257,
We're booking another cruise.
and I have Carib 255. Do you want to do it?
No, you can choose the room.
No, but shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right, we'll book it.
Heck yeah.
Okay. That's got cabins there.
Yep, so big announcement is we are now sailing in just 5 weeks' time on the Caribbean Princess, and we are going in search of the Northern Lights and maybe even a polar bear or two. I'm really excited because we're crossing the Arctic Circle line. I'm hoping we can jump in the ice bath, which I'm told is what traditionally sailors do. And that could be fun. So I'm hoping we can do that. It's something completely new for us. So we'll be going up the Norwegian coastline, some of the fjords, and up to the Arctic Circle, where hopefully we're going to find the Northern Lights. And if you want to follow along with any of that, if you subscribe to the channel or hit the notification bell as well, that'll make sure you don't miss any of the content. So I'll be coming live from the ship, as I have done on the Regal, with first impressions and a few short videos, and then a full review, ship tour afterwards, and hopefully you see some Northern Lights as well. And as I say, maybe even a polar bear, or certainly I'm hoping a puffin at least. So that's going to be really good. Really looking forward to that. So I've got 5 weeks now to get ready for that. Thanks for watching, everyone. I've got more videos coming out over the next few weeks on the port excursions that we did on the Regal Princess, with some reviews and tips on there on some of the main port areas, a ship's tour as well, and then of course all the planning for the Caribbean Princess in September as we head up to that Arctic Circle. So if you're not subscribed, please take a moment to do so. We always really appreciate that, and ring that notification bell as well, because it tells you when the video has actually come out. I hope you enjoyed this video and it's been really useful to you. Have a great day wherever you are watching in the world. I'm Maverick Gill. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll talk to you all soon.